then the data is, again, using it. A lot of talk about ban and everything here is make sure the data just doesn't go into some black hole and never get used. The whole point of it is to have the feedback loop of what you're getting from canvassing and from phone calls and using that to make decisions and information and everything. So whatever system you're using, make sure you get somebody in your organization that can step up and, you know, make pie charts out of it or whatever, so that you can use it to get your high-level understanding, and then down to individual level of who's going to get the follow-up, who wants a yard sign, who has questions, needs more information sent out. Have a system for that. And so my next homework assignment is that in most organizations and counties, I imagine there's different separate databases from different formats. Maybe other people ran campaigns, whether they won or lost. Reach out and try to bring all of that information together, and then going forward, collaborate as well so that all the IDs can be combined. When we talk about the quality of our data, we're responsible for that. I always say databases are like one of the few things on earth that the more you use it, the better it gets. So, you know, keep putting the information in every activity, and then try to dig back into your old stuff and bring it all into one place. So there's technology choices as well. Everything that I'm emphasizing works with any level of technology, because what I'm saying is to be professional and manage your phone banking activities. So that can be if you are just giving people sheets of paper and expect them to bring their own cell phones in. But if there are other choices, and y'all can look at that as what efficiencies you want. You know, you can set up landlines in your office. You can use Skype if you have computers with a USB headset and get phone service that way. You can use some predictive dialing system online. And in terms of the data, you know, lots of choices there too. So the scheduling, here are the 3 websites that I could suggest is Doodle.com, GatherGrid.com, and ShiftBoard.com. ShiftBoard is $50 a month, so that's if you're serious, that's the Cadillac. The other 2 are free, and they're just kind of different, so you see which one you like. But it's a way to put more of the work onto the volunteers of inputting their schedule, where you can put shifts out there and have them sign up. It's about management. There's no right answer. It's like everything in life. It's not so simple like, here's the prescription, everybody do this. Who would ever think out of 254 counties there's one right answer? But the general point I'm trying to drive home is to be professional and professional standards to what you do with volunteers. And pay attention to the script. And both of these areas, you know, draw in other expertise among the people in your county that specialize in this, that maybe do that for their day job. And set high expectations of the volunteers, and don't be afraid to reassign somebody if it's not a good fit, because I promise you, in the projects I've worked, you more than make up for that, and the good feeling and the energy comes from the high performers that are a part of this group. And then and tracking the performance, the measurements, and then it's kind of up to you, the technology that fits your budget. That's kind of my summary. I think the next slide says questions on it, right? Yeah. So there's my contact information. I would appreciate, I'd appreciate, direct contact after the event in any form. And the contact information I put up here is for a new passion project I started called Front Runner 2020. And I guess I'll take a minute to talk about this since I have it. That is, we've been doing free weekly webinars, and this counts as episode 8 here that we're doing now, for people before they run for office. I have been frustrated by some of the candidates that I support that emerged to run for partisan office. Haven't done kind of the groundwork, the stuff that the winners usually did of, being in the Rotary Club and so on. And so what we've done here is we got 8 programs set up. We're going to do 1 a week, but it's about the candidate recruitment before it gets to the point of even, Susan recruiting them, is that, well, serve on the city's boards and commissions, volunteer, join the Rotary Club, pay your old tickets and your old taxes. So there's all that stuff where, and then also just kind of being social and building your personal network and, Facebook and all that stuff. So that then when the time comes, that you have sort of a personal development plan and then you're ready. So, then 2014, okay, good. People know who I am in my city. I've served on city council. It's not like just, oh, I'm wonderful, I'm going to run for U.S. Senate. It's like, here's how it's done. It's worked out. So that's what we're doing with this program.
Hi, Ron. Brian Hammond from Livingston County.
Hi, Brian.
You only had 1 slide on it, so I thought I would enhance on that slide. If you don't have a vendor for direct dial, automated dialing and predictive dialing database out work, Ron's your guy. I've been using him in Williamson County for about 5 years now, I think, and we've had a lot of success, and it's always been just a great relationship working with him. So thank you very much for being such a great vendor, first of all.
Thank you.
My question, I guess, had to do with the operation on a phone bank in terms of how would you mix the paid and unpaid. Obviously, we would love to have the ability to pay for all these in a phone bank, and the money is a great motivator in terms of getting everyone to hit their marks and the number of calls and number of contacts. But we've usually have to work with almost all volunteers or in that sort of thing. So what I was wondering is what would be your recommendation for dealing with a mixed phone bank where you actually have some people getting paid and some others not getting paid?
Well, I'll tell you what, Brian, is the best campaigns that I've worked with manage that by targeting. So they set priorities, and then based on the calculations and the requirements and the targeted win number, we'll decide the most important calls will go to the paid group because we know who they are. So based on the matrix of partisanship and, again, using VAN, excellent tool, partisanship and predicted turnout, as you kind of find a sweet spot there, so here's the ones I care about the most. And so I'm going to give that list to the paid callers, and then the kind of nice to have is the volunteers. That's the best approach.